Over the last decade, market realities, evolving customer expectations, and the rapid pace of digitalization has seen the emergence of digital public infrastructure and public goods to drive massive impact on society as large. With Aadhaar, UPI, and the Bharat Stack, India has proven to the world of how to launch population scale impact, and that too with the application of DPI and DPG. We clearly see up to 1% of impact on our GDP when applied in focus sectors like fintech, financial inclusion, health, education, and mobility.
Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, is one of the leading development organizations, and we are now strategizing to develop and deploy DPI and DPG. We span our cooperation over 140 countries, every year 25 billion to 30 billion US dollars cooperation across infrastructure and social services. For example, we are funding 17 cities metro, providing 250 million populations mobility. We are supporting quality water services to 80 million citizens, supporting quality education to 15 million children over 20 countries, tens of millions of agri farmers on the ground, 8 billion trees reforested across South Asia. Our innovation model is anchored to these physical assets and services to unleash the power of data and digital. So now, JICA is really focusing massively on data and digital. And in my role as head of JICA DXLab, we recently started a pilot effort called Transport Stack that will address the deep-rooted problem of the mobility as well as climate and sustainability issues.
Our modal share percentage, which is essentially the percentage of people availing public transport, is 67%. If you look at advanced cities, for example, Tokyo, Hong Kong, the percentage of modal share is upwards of 90. So clearly, there is significant advantage that Transport Stack holds for us, not only in the space of mobility, but a whole range of services. Imagine your day starting with a meticulously planned and a carefully crafted journey plan, which then meets all of your needs and gives you a fabulous experience. That is what Transport Stack is ultimately geared at.
With Transport Stack of Delhi, citizens will find out better integrated journey planning, location-based services, and bundles of subscription with a lot of service providers. On the other hand, transport operators like Delhi Metro and bus companies will also be better equipped with the capacity to manage the entire ecosystem transformation information so that they will provide optimized services accustomed to what's going on the ground in real time, location-based. This will create more smooth mobility to the citizens.
Whilst there are two great advantages as already mentioned, there are two more. This Transport Stack will be of great use to our government agencies and very importantly to our thriving ecosystem and innovation partners as well. On the government side, imagine the potential of now having complete transit data, better ability to city plan as well as route plan, ability to foresee risks and disaster recovery, and more importantly, address need of the hour, which is sustainability and our entire green growth agenda. At the heart of the Transport Stack is data. We have brought together a data exchange protocol, data model hubs, and importantly, an entire mobility as a service framework. The entire intention is to look at demand and supply from different sources, bring in a whole bunch of third-party data, and then launch an innovation set of use cases on top of it. On the last aspect, which is the ability of us to really elevate quality and good data for the purposes of innovation. India and slowly the world beyond has become a melting pot for some of the brightest minds, and what we believe is that the Transport Stack will have a massive impact of funneling this great data up so that new use cases and more innovation can be brought to the fore. The transport stack is anchored around a few solid principles. These include open source, interoperability, safety, and importantly, privacy and trust by design.
This is not the distant dream. This is the reality that is set to deliver. JICA, in collaboration with BCG and some associated authorities and private innovators, is thrilled to unveil this revolutionary platform to the public at large. Let's embark on this journey toward a smarter and more sustainable future. The transport stack, where innovation meets impact.